Today is Monday, January 24th of 2022. It is 10:36 in the morning. As I was listening live to UDM and driving to Lexington. First of all, I could have I haven't checked here in Lexington, but and I need to. But where I was, none of the gas stations card processing worked. Just couldn't get gas. So I'm right now half tank, and I need to get gassed up before I start driving and get myself to a position where I don't have gas at all, even to get home. So, question for me is, how do you guys put up with depression? For some of you that might not know, I'll go over again. My wife left me in November, about mid November. Took my daughter Crystal with her. You guys do know I used to be a CEO, which I had to walk away. Walk away from a lot of money. And then about April of last year, a friend walked away with 136K. And I look back at myself sometime and I just look at it and I'm like, how big of a failure I am. When I do a live with you guys every day, I drive to Lexington. The time kind of flies by. I kind of don't notice it. And then suddenly I'm here. Today, not doing live, being at the live, by the time I got to Lexington, I just kind of felt like I already rinsed out. And of course, some conversations at live kind of reminded me of who I am. Not who I am, who just, just a couple of years back, I had the money, I had something. Right now, it's just nothing. It's just, how do you guys, how do you guys, how do you guys deal with all that? How do you guys deal with divorces? How do you guys deal with failed marriages? I'm the kind of a guy try to measure 10 times that cut once. I don't like to measure once and cut it and then regret it. And, even, you know, like UDM says, he's launching some business for in a gig economy. And I'm like, great. And then, something that he brought up to attention. Hey, bro, how's it going? Mark McFly. I'm not in the best place today, guy. But, just looking at, as he brought out, these due to these, Uber, DoorDash. I appreciate it. I'm trying. As they take advantage of the drivers, the government comes in and starts creating regulations, and when regulations come in, and they start creating regulations because they're trying to control the major players. They're not realizing that for small guys to come out and actually build something, it's almost impossible. Hey, Randolph, how's it going? Stay positive. That the circumstances can turn around quickly. Regulations could hurt us more. It's not. They will hurt us. Because government, when they build laws, they don't think about business owners. They think about employees because they themselves are employees and they don't even understand what it is to be a businessman. So when they create these regulations, they create regulations to benefit people that are employees, to benefit themselves, because that's what they are, to force bigger companies to become more realistic, but at the same time for a small company then to open up and succeed. Like for me, I'm known with a Crop 22 in Florida. It's impossible to actually launch a delivery app in California and be successful without charging an arm and a leg for a delivery to a customer. So then you can turn every single one of the drivers into somewhat employees. Hey guys, just a lot of this stuff is just in my head. To a gig worker on what they want unless they are pro-union. They do talk, but they talk to the wrong, they talk to the gig worker that considers himself an employee. That's who they talk to, no questions asked. I know that. Because those are the guys that scream. Those are the guys that go to Tony's house and hold the flyers and egg his house. I'm not sure that they egged it or not, but I know they held flyers across the street. Those are the people that the government listens to. Us, that are trying to make an honest, successful, self-employed living, and we understand the difference between an employee and self-employed. Nobody listens to us because we do not go out there. We don't scream because we have nothing to scream about. We try to figure out how to make it work. To get it out of your head, we need people to talk about these things. Hey, I'm not sure you're referring that we need to go out and start striking as self-employees, or you're referring about me trying to air out. Because trust me, there's so many things right now going on in my head, and I'm so rinsed out that I don't feel like working today, even though I have driven 60 miles to work. I don't even have energy to go back home. That's how rinsed out I am. And it's just morning. Hey, I appreciate you, McMurphy, that you're actually, at least willing to listen. I'll be honest, and maybe this is not a place to say some of this, but I got to a point I have no friends. I have nobody. There's only one person left in this world that I can actually pick up a phone and call, is my mom. I have nobody else to call. I have nobody else to talk to. And be honest, this YouTube channel is actually a place where sometimes it allows me to air out. It allows me to pretend like I'm talking to you guys and you guys are really listening and caring. It's like that invisible friend that just silence and listens and sometimes will comment back. Just kind of wonder why life has got this bad for me. But then, being this alone, can I be successful? And hey, I'm getting to a point with an app where I'm not gonna say who, but somebody want to be as an anonymous. They're not gonna be on no papers, no contracts or anything. They want to borrow the money and maybe even let them, and then maybe not even get taking the money back when it becomes successful. So I probably will have the money to buy the basic app as I created the video and shared with some of you. And then, sit down and do my own contract, terms and conditions. And meanwhile, as I launch the app, make some money, and then we do the upgrades. So, if ever, but then, listening today and EDM reminded me of these government regulations. And they came up with some kind of in New York where now in New York you have to get a license with some kind of regulation or a company in order to run one of these apps. It's just becoming, because it all starts in these two states, California and New York. Eventually, it just spreads through the rest of the country. Sorry, going back to the chat. No, it talks to gig work. Okay, good to get it out of you. Okay. Yeah, gig workers use a lonely life. I live in a city where none of family live. Spend every day alone. Only the success keep me going, and talking to the few good people I meet on YouTube. Hey Steve Worley, how's it going? So yeah, looking forward to see what UDM going to lunch. Maybe if it's the same thing instead of competing. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna be wasting that person's money. I don't know. Or maybe having more apps might be an option as well. But looks like it is coming. That's not something that it is something that's becoming more and more reality, as because when I originally got that email from developers, that kind of was maybe it's the end. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Speaking with you also kind of gave me that impression, that maybe I'm going to fail. But in the last week or so, I'm start seeing some positive things and looking forward to it. In the meanwhile, working, trying to trying to forget about the reality in my personal life and just I don't know. But I do, guys, appreciate you guys listening. Honestly, does feel a little better when you wear air out. I guess I'll be working today. I think I feel better, so I'll turn the app on. I did schedule myself from 11 till midnight in Lexington, so hopefully I won't lose that throughout the day and get some work done, make some money. If you guys watched my Friday dash along, I had a really good um, day with the Uber on Friday. A little bit with Grubhub. I did tried. I did dash a little bit on Saturday, I believe so. There should be a video of that. And I did 2 roadies delivery on Sunday yesterday. Maybe would have done more, but I got stuck with on the second delivery where the address was inaccurate. Turned out, I believe, it was a scam. Somebody tried to scam Walmart because when the manager was picking up the return and delivery to Walmart, and she wanted to call the customer, she came back and says it's all just 5555. So who would try to order a delivery and in the phone number put in a bunch of 555s? You would put your number just in case somebody needs to get hold of you. So put it in on the phone address that doesn't exist, a phone number that's not real. The only person is because somehow, and what I'm actually assuming is somebody stole somebody's gift card, and they're trying to convert it now into, and bought this through a gift card, which now the order will be returned, will be canceled, and they'll be refunded is not to that gift card. They'll be right now refunded into another gift card, where from there they'll be able to, I guess they'll receive it in email, and then they'll be able to use that card and pin on their real account. And this is the way, actually, how a new way that they're pulling and stealing this money. Hey, I'm just in theory. I'm not never done it, but I guess in theory that's probably how Walmart, instead of refunding back to original card, they're probably issuing a new in-store credit kind of card, which then in return customers can take it to another account and use it. So I know last summer there was a huge Walmart gift card issue where people would grab a bunch of cards from the store. They would go home, write down the numbers, then put in a new scratch sticker on it, which you can buy it on Amazon. Because I read, did some researches because I had somebody that was hurt with on a gift card situation. And then they'll bring it back and grab another stack and replace that stack. And then, when people at the checkout, they grab these cards and say, hey, can you give me $50 or whatever, $100, $500 in the card. Now these scammers already at home having, and they're checking constantly, 4 or 5 times a day, these cards. And as these cards have funds in them, they immediately do this type of a transaction or do some kind of a purchase and money is just gone. And the worst part of all, Walmart, I don't know how they're doing right now, but at that time they were refusing to admit there is an issue on their side. So they were saying, hey, there is no proof that there was not you that made that purchase online. So that's kind of how Walmart behaved at that point, and I'm guessing they did change a few things, and now we're seeing this stuff with food delivery and fake phone numbers and fake addresses deliveries. So scammers are there always trying to figure out how to be successful at winning their game. So guys, appreciate you guys. And those of you that are, having a hard time with depressions, keep in mind in one thing: drugs is not an answer because they get you addicted. They damage your brain, and then one day when you say, you know what, I want to get out these drugs, you're no longer the same. So I appreciate you guys listening, helping me. If you guys are going through a depression, create a channel, air out. Even if nobody's listening, somebody maybe will listen. Sometime, the first video that I created about me and wife leaving, I create, I did a live. There was nobody on that live. It was in November. 2 hours later, I took it down. I just didn't feel comfortable. But at least, that kind of helped me out. When she left the first week, I just cried almost nonstop. But it is life. We try to adjust to it. Hey guys, do whatever is make you happy. Life is short, and it constantly brings around pain. But when you are in the moment of that happiness, make it last as long as possibly you can. Love your loved ones. Don't forget to hug them. Don't forget to kiss them. Don't forget to remind them why you love them. And enjoy life. Because we do not know how much time we have. Yes, we all want to say, oh, I'm going to live till 80. I'm going to live till 100. I want to live till 120, 150. But for some reason, some people out there, hey, delivering with Alan, how's it going? But for some reason out there, people die at young age. We do not know. Accidents happens. Then the weather has its own. And then nobody cannot guarantee the outcome of our life. So enjoy the minute that you have. Because you do not know. Do you have another 50 years? Do you have another year? Or maybe the next delivery that you're going to be out might lead you to something that will flip your life upside down. Enjoy the life. Enjoy. Because that's all what we have until we move on to some wherever we're going after we leave this planet. Guys, be blessed. Go out, make the money. Go out, support your family. And I'll be back tonight with a dash along and with another video tomorrow. Yesterday, I did a very nice video at 6 Eastern. Definitely go back, watch it. I'm just so kind of surprised that probably one of my best videos, and only one person watched it for a short period of time as I was doing the live. So definitely go back, watch that one. Might motivate you, might do something different. It's a very nice kind of motivational video. So be blessed. I'll talk to you later.